Have you read 1 Corinthians 8? The church at Corinth had issues and concerns that Paul sought to address. Even amidst these issues, we need to be reminded that God was at work transforming the lives of people in that church, city, and beyond. The church was planted in a community that didn't know Jesus. They were still in the midst of a people who practiced and lived out a life of idolatry with all of its practices. And as with all churches, the members were at different stages in their walk as maturing Christians. Some were far less mature than they imagined. That immaturity was cloaked in a pretense of arrogant knowledge. The issue Paul addresses is meat that was often sold in the marketplace that had previously been part of an animal sacrifice to an idol. The knowledgeable ones knew that idols were not real, therefore it should have no bearing upon consuming the meat. Others would have an issue with it. Through what lens should they look? Let's read here in 1 Corinthians 8, chapter 8, verse 1. Now concerning things sacrificed to idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge makes arrogant, but love edifies. And I want to read that again out of that same verse out of the New Living Translation. Now regarding your question about food that has been offered to idols, yes, we know that we all have knowledge about this issue. But while knowledge makes us feel important, it is love that strengthens the church. We need to be about more than me, more than I. We need to work together to grow in Christ to attain spiritual maturity. There was a need to look around at their fellow brothers and sisters in Christ to see if it was edifying them. Are we loving others with the desire to strengthen the church? Are we seeking badges of advancement so that we can win the comparison test? Like a team, we might best view our church only as strong as the weakest link. How can we love, encourage, edify, and strengthen one another to see God glorified in our midst? That's as true as it was then as it is today. Keep reading, encourage others to read, and expect to find more gems to help us live like Jesus. Thank you.